is good news. Let's get more analysis. Richard Mihigo is head of immunization and vaccines at the World Health Organization, joining us live. Good evening to you. We heard from Tedros speaking in the report. From your perspective, how exciting is this development?
Well, I think, as Dr. Tedros has said, this is really a great day for Africa and a great day for public health in general. I think we have been searching for a vaccine for the last 3 to 4 decades. And for the first time, we have a product, we have a tool that can prevent disease, that can save lives. So I think it's quite important to add it into the toolbox of malaria preventive measures.
We heard in the report Professor Diane Worth refer to the malaria virus as a formidable foe. The figures are overwhelming. It is Africa that bears the brunt of all this malaria infection, it seems, and children increasingly are the victims. The statistics bear all that out. In terms of priority then, will Africa be the absolute priority for this vaccine?
No, absolutely, absolutely. I think malaria indeed is the killer number one for the moment for children in Africa. I think the burden of the disease is mainly affecting sub-Saharan Africa. There is malaria elsewhere, but I think where we bear the great burden of the disease is in Africa. So having a vaccine, having a tool that can really prevent the disease in up to 40% of the people who have been immunized, and particularly prevent severe diseases, I think it's a great advancement in public health in our region.
How about the cost? I mean, clearly this has been developed by a pharmaceutical company. They're looking to make a profit. How will the cost be met? Is there any actual plan on that?
It's important to mention here that the malaria vaccine implementation program that WHO launched a couple of years ago is a great partnership between not only WHO, Gavi, but also the other stakeholders like UNITAID, Global Fund, but also other donors. Was really trying to find a solution to a critical problem that many countries are facing. So the cost indeed will be a key component of this, but we believe that at this stage, as we will move ahead with the production of the vaccine and hopefully soon in Africa, we can be able to have a vaccine that will be affordable, but definitely cost effective to prevent disease in this region.
Indeed, affordable. I would imagine that means it has to be free at the point of administration to probably something like 90, 95%, 99% of people, because people possibly can't afford to pay for that kind of thing. How soon will this vaccine be rolled out? Can you give us a timescale on that?
Okay, so we do have the pilot program that are going on in those three countries, Ghana, Malawi, and Kenya. There are still issues with supply. And I think you've mentioned also the financing of the vaccine. The Gavi board is going to look at this issue in December. We'll have a bit more clarity about the funding for the vaccine in order to scale up the introduction in not only in those three countries, but also in other countries in the region. So we are talking about a near future in the next 2 to 3 years where we're going to look at the process of rolling out this vaccine. But we are confident that this should be done in a very short period of time.
Richard Mihigo, thank you very much indeed. It is good news. I was putting some fairly